welcome back to the Ukeleles.
Still wildly unqualified.
And yet we are still talking.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Anne-Marie.
And we're your hosts.
Welcome to our chaos. All right, today's episode is why do people stay in situations they hate?
Oh, we're off to a great start. Anne-Marie can't get through a single sentence without fucking it up.
I can too. See, I just did.
Give her time. Give her time.
Anywho, before we go into our topic, we've got to go back to Cups of Chaos.
How I've missed Cups of Chaos. So much so that we did our first episode entirely about chaos.
Yes, there was just a lot of chaos that we had to cover to come back.
Yes, there was.
Which I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
I missed recording.
I did too.
I miss my friend.
I didn't realize how much I missed recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And giving Greg a hard time.
I do enjoy that often.
Mm-hmm. Me too, daily, actually.
Any fresh chaos for you, friend?
You know, let's see. I went to, we call it Pint Night on Friday nights. Yeah. Greg and I go have a couple beers with a group of friends of ours, right?
Okay.
And we have one who's got a girlfriend who comes from out of state.
Okay.
And she flies in for like 10 to 15 days a month.
Yeah.
Because she's taking care of her elderly father in another state.
Yeah, that's hard.
And so the ladies and I, we were all talking last night about how much we hate those, the dangling testicles on trucks.
Like, what?
You know the ones that men drive around with on their trucks?
Yeah.
They're so obnoxious and gross.
Yeah.
So we decided, like, we should make labia and put them on
dangling labias.
Yeah.
Oh no.
On our vehicles. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So I came home last night and Amanda is her name. She actually sends me a picture. They already have one covers for hitches that are
labias.
Yes.
Get out of town.
No, I'm not kidding. I was like, I really thought we had something here.
Apparently you guys are late to the game of labia.
I guess so.
That is weird. Not gonna I didn't even know what to say there.
You know, conversations go in weird places sometimes.
Yeah. But that's too funny.
What do you have going on?
Not much. Hudson is going on a spring fling with a group of friends tonight.
A spring fling is the dance?
A dance, yeah. So this
exciting.
is like his first real dance. Like they do those little dances like after the school.
Yeah.
Which are like at 4:00 in the afternoon. Which, by the way, in my day, I don't think I had ever been to a dance at 4:00 in the afternoon, even in middle school.
We did. We had activity nights.
It's still weird.
Why is that weird? It's something to do. It gives the kids something to look forward to. Plus, like a goal to achieve, because you couldn't go if you were like doing shit in school that you weren't supposed to be doing, or you weren't doing your homework.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like that is so early. Like dances should be nighttime for me in my head.
No, because why? As a parent, why do I want to go out at night to pick my kid up when they're in 5th grade? No.
But they're not. He's in 8th.
No, boo-boo, I need you home at a reasonable hour in 8th grade.
Well, this dance tonight is an actual dance, or spring fling, if you will, and it starts at like 6:30 or 6:00 or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to dinner with a group of friends, and then he's going to go to the dance, and then he's going to come home at 9:30 is the end time.
Wow.
So that's pretty late. I'm normally in bed at that time.
Same.
Except for last night, I was texting you.
You were. We were up both doing podcast things. I'm like, this is past the norm for us.
Yeah. I actually took a clipboard to bed so that I could prepare for today.
That's excessive. Don't do that.
Well, I mentally needed it.
Well, I mean, I guess do what you got to do. But I tell you what, when I hit the door to my bedroom, I don't give a shit about anything but going to sleep.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a time where I was like actually kind of calming down, and I was like, I don't have any notes for tomorrow.
Oh,
meaning today.
A lot of times I just like to wing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it shows.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much chaos, so that concludes Cups of Chaos.
Yeah. Let's move on.
But later in the year, I'm sure we'll have more.
Well, life works against us, so
Yeah.
I fully expect it.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, why do people stay in situations that they hate?
I think there's a lot of reasons people do.
Yeah.
I personally have.
And this could be anything, right? Like it's a relationship, a job, a friendship. I mean, it could be anything.
Yeah.
But, in my head, when I think about this, I do tend to gear towards more relationship-y.
When I think of it, I think of relationship first, but it's true that a lot of times it's a job because people get stuck.
Yeah.
Like we all know somebody who's worked a job for 25 years that hates their job.
Yeah.
Or
for sure.
that can't financially leave their job, but they hate what they do for a living.
Right. So is it more that it's like, who am I without, whether it be a person or this job, or is it like uncomfortable?
Well,
I mean,
it's I think situational.
Yeah.
So if you're let's take relationships.
Okay.
If you're in a relationship and you're just staying to stay,
Yeah.
that could be a multitude of things. You're comfortable. It would be a lot easier to stay than to leave.
Yeah.
Sometimes for people, it's hard to say, I want out of this relationship, because even though you might not want to be with that person, you also don't want to leave.
Right.
From fear or
Right.
the unknown. If it's a job, I would say financial is a huge reason.
Yeah.
What am I going to do next?
Yeah.
Who am I if I don't have this job?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people identify through what they do for a living. This
Yeah.
is who I am.
Yeah. I know that was me for quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as an RN in the ER, I was just like, this is all I am. This is all I do, which is still, I don't want to say that's true. That's definitely not all I am. Right. But it was, do I want to go back to school? Do I want to do that again to my family?
Right.
Because it was not easy. I went to nursing school and Hudson was, I don't know, born. So trying to change that aspect plus adjusting to new family life, right? As being a mom for the first time ever and going to school and studying and doing all those things, that was a harsh reality. And then once I graduated, just in general, that's still a learning process and a curve, and it was just overwhelming. And then finally I get to a point where I'm comfortable, 8 years worth of comfort.
Yeah.
And you're like, what do I do now? Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to not go back to school? And then I decided to go, and better for it, for sure.
Sure.
But when I left the ER, I cried like a freaking baby, even though I came home every weekend. And I was like, stupid job. It's so fucking stupid. And I hate people and I hate the things. And I just,
That's overstimulation, I think. Not you actually hated what you were doing.
No, I loved what I did.
Yeah.
I was just definitely done doing that, I think, and feeling like I had no, I don't want to say support, because the support was there when you worked, right, with people that you worked with for the most part. And then there was those, you work, I feel like that's anywhere though. You have support from a job, but then also you have those coworkers that you're like, I'm going to punch you in the head.
Oh, yeah.
So, I
think too, sometimes people are afraid to leave their coworkers. They make friends at a job, and it's a different type of friendship, and then you leave and you like never talk to those people again.
Yeah, for sure. Like in an ER too, I feel like you got each other's back, right? It is truly a team effort there. I mean, it's a team effort anywhere, but if you don't have teamwork in the ER, it's not gonna make it.
Well, I personally have never suffered from a fear of the unknown. I've always been a let's jump head first and see what happens type of person. I mean, whether it's moving states, moving jobs. I've
never had an issue with this.
No.
You're not the stay person. Stay.
I am not.
Okay.
I am not.
Ever?
No. I could pick up my life and move at the drop of a hat.
Where are we moving?
If Greg said, hey, I want to move to
Montana.
Right. I'd be like, cool.
Really?
Let me go through my stuff. Yeah. You can do that?
Really?
Yeah.
You would leave me?
I mean, I could leave anywhere at any time.
I am offended.
No, there's so much technology, Anne-Marie. We could still have a podcast.
I don't like not being in the same room as you, friend.
All right. Well, if I didn't know you.
Okay. Deal. You were just yelling at me. I wanted to move to Florida.
Well, okay. So Florida's a state I'll never move to.
Okay.
It's like probably the one state I would never live in.
Yeah, I don't want to move to Florida.
It's very people-y.
I was just vacationing there, when Dad got married, and I was just like, ooh, sand on my toes.
Now, there's things about Florida that I love.
Yes.
I love I haven't really been to the beaches a lot in Florida, even when we go to Key West.
Yeah.
Which is Florida, but it's not. Let's be honest.
It's like a different.
They're like their own country.
Yeah.
But like the regular Florida, whatever you want to call it.
Like the Disneyland touristy Florida.
This is why I can't live in Florida. The drivers.
Oh, yeah, no.
If you're from Florida, I apologize.
Yeah.
But you drive like maniacs.
Yeah. There's only like a couple places that I will not go.
Where?
I won't go back to New York. That's number one.
Okay.
And I think that's it, really.
I could live anywhere. City, country, anywhere. Rurally, another foreign country, whatever. Let's go.
I will definitely
Just not
say
Florida.
that in my youth, I was definitely more of I want to be around the people and be places where there's stuff always happening.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I don't want to be around anybody.
I just want to be in my room.
I just want to be alone. But I do feel like identity changes. And I think that's part of why people feel like they need to leave the situations that they're leaving, whether it work, relationship, job. That's the same thing as work.
I think too, like, I don't necessarily know this for a fact, but I know that through your lifetime, you change as a person.
Yeah.
So when you're in one relationship and you tell yourself like, I need to leave this relationship, and you leave, you have to become a different person, right? You're going to evolve in some way.
Yeah, sure.
And then only then could you look back and be like, what was I thinking? Like, why didn't I leave sooner? I could have.
Right.
Right. But it's that fear.
The unknown.
Of the unknown.
Yep.
That keeps you. But when you are in a relationship with somebody, you do identify with them. Like that's a person is a part of you.
Yeah.
A part of who you are and your day-to-day life. So
for sure. And sometimes it's part of the reason why you are leaving them is because you actually had growth where they did not.
Yeah. I think a lot of times that's why people split up. I don't know. I personally never been through a divorce.
Yeah. Me neither.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm saying even relationships in like younger days too.
I didn't date a lot. I managed to have 2 kids though.
Well, meh. 2 wonderful kids.
They are wonderful.
So I just feel like sometimes people get comfy. And then, the other thing like too is you're not necessarily in a bad situation always, right? Like people often think like, why do they stay in the situation? Sometimes it's a bad situation. Yeah. That's not always the case. Sometimes the situation's good. It's just that you've grown and you've outdone what you could do here. And now it's like you've reached your max.
Right.
Now
if you're not happy, like I think the ultimate goal in life is to achieve a sense of happiness.
Okay.
Like I truly believe that. There is no other. What's the point, right? I want to be happy. I want to be content. And if you are not, if you're working a job and you're miserable, okay? If every day you're getting up and going to work and you're like, oh my God, fuck my life. I hate this shit.
Yeah.
Time to move on. If you are looking at the person who's laying in bed next to you and you're like, I can't stand you. Why are you there? Leave. Go.
I can't stand you.
But I think that people do it to themselves sometimes.
Well, I think too, it depends on the situation, right? If you're talking about a marriage situation, people are sometimes just thinking of the kids, right? Especially if you had kids or dog, whatever you want to.
I think staying for the children is not a good plan.
No.
And I hate when kids are in the middle of stuff. I really do.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just going to keep the kids in the middle of it. But you can be amicable. You do not have to leave a situation and be an asshole.
Right.
You do not have to be the asshole.
No.
It's up to you how you respond to a person leaving if they feel like they've outgrown you, which is okay too.
Right.
You know? But if you don't have to be mean about it.
No, I don't think you need to be mean by any means. But I also think like a lot of people do think in a relationship sense for this, like the situations, like why have they stayed?
They're comfortable.
Well, not just that. I'm thinking also in where my mind goes with this too is abuse.
What do you mean like abuse? Abuse
mentally, physically, emotionally.
Now, like, that's a whole nother thing.
That is a whole nother thing.
If it's an abusive situation.
Right. So when we were talking about topics, right, because we always brainstorm, with this topic, that's immediately where my mind went.
Really?
Yes, immediately.
Not me.
And then job and things like that. I did go to other things, but first in my mind, it was, and we don't talk about our thoughts when we are brainstorming, right?
No.
We should point that out, that we don't talk about the thoughts. We just talk about topics where we want to maybe touch on.
Sometimes we raise an eyebrow at each other. Like, I know what we could talk about.
And then other times we're like, you just bring 5 of this and I'll bring 5 of that and then we'll go.
Yeah.
But this, when we were talking about this topic, that's immediately where my mind went, was a relationship of abuse.
When you hear that question, why do people stay in situations they hate?
That's
the first thing you think of.
That is where I went. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Past history.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I punch a motherfucker in the face. I do not relate. My mind goes to like people being fucking miserable.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely miserable.
Sure. But I mean like misery in general.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So after I stewed on this for a little bit, I did come up with like the other things, like the jobs. And that's really all I came up with, actually.
She took her clipboard to bed last night.
But no, even when we were talking at the table, I was even like, well, I guess it could be other things. Like that's where my mind went, though, was immediate to the abuse portion of it.
I think abuse is one, a touchy subject.
Absolutely.
And nothing to be taken lightly.
No.
And a situation that would have to be maneuvered very carefully.
Yeah.
And I don't envy anybody who's in that situation. And if you are, reach out, get help.
Yeah.
From somebody.
100%. 100%. Don't be afraid to voice your concerns.
No. And if you want me to beat somebody up for you, I will.
I will also, but Mary is much stronger than I am.
I'm sturdy.
I can't even open a hot sauce bottle lately. I've had to have Carson do it for me like several times. But that's where my mind went, and I know that's horrible that my mind goes there first.
No, I mean that's your experience, right? Then you can't help that.
Yeah.
The one time somebody tried that with me, I turned into an insane person, and that was the last time.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever gonna raise their hand to me.
No.
Nobody.
No. Well, good.
Yeah. Not in this lifetime. Yeah. Give you the Rochambeau.
No, without delving down into it, I had a relationship that was one of my first relationships I really ever was in, was not the most wonderful. He was just not kind.
Yeah.
But that's, I did stay 5 years.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. And then I was just like, you know what? I can't do it anymore.
Did you stay because you were comfortable? You just thought that's how you were supposed to live?
Yeah, because I really wasn't in any relationships. I didn't know better. I was young.
Yeah, because I know people who, like, I'm not saying this is you, but people who witnessed that type of relationship growing up, is what they know. And so sometimes that'll be the cause of them to perpetuate that type of relationship in their own life.
Yeah, no, that was not me. I had my family was very good. Yeah. But no, it was just it was a situation that just wasn't like that in the first couple of years, and then all of a sudden it was. And I don't really know what changed. The person changed, because I don't ever change for people, number one.
Right. Yeah, I know that you are unapologetically yourself.
So I definitely know it was not me. The only thing I will say that I did change was probably my body, because I was body shamed. So
by the person you were with?
Yeah. And you have to weigh a certain amount. Your hair should be this color. I
am flabbergasted.
And it
right
is
now.
not Carson. Carson is amazing, and he doesn't care what I look like. I could look like crap and be on my deathbed, and he would still love me. At least I hope he would.
How does a person get to a point? This is a little aside from our topic, but how does a person get to a point where they think it's okay to tell somebody how they should look, what they should weigh?
Yeah.
My God.
So that being said, I actually had a friend that was in the Marines, and he witnessed it one time. Like, just not a good.
Did he
situation.
go crazy?
Went crazy.
Yeah.
He went crazy. Not crazy in a bad thing, but crazy in a good thing.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, you know what? I guess I should realize my self-worth.
100%.
And I broke up with him.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And did not really even look back. I was sad, because that was your first relationship.
Wow.
But I didn't look back, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because now
where
look
did
what
this
I
person
have.
end up? Do you any idea where this person ended up?
I do. I will not say.
Oh, you give me the tea later.
I will.
Yes. Thank you.
I will not say. But no ill feelings anymore. Hopefully person learned, and like I said, and I am blessed where I am, because if it wasn't for me moving here with Carson and deciding to live my life with him to the fullest, I wouldn't be where I am today, which I'm grateful for where I am today.
This is something that I've told my son. You never know where doors will lead.
Yeah, 100%.
One decision in your life could change the trajectory completely. Like, don't tell yourself no. Let other people tell you no. If you're unhappy in a situation, I beg you, discover something else. Do something else. It's never too late. I'm 42 years old. Podcasting?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's try it.
Why not?
You know what I mean? Like, you just never know. If you're unhappy, do something.
Yeah. I mean, I was 41 when I graduated with my master's. I mean,
right?
It doesn't matter the age, but
no.
But that decision, and y'all know how Carson and I met, was through work.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people
we almost didn't even make it because he didn't show up for the date.
Yeah.
But he did later.
Yeah. And then he showed up in a pink gorilla outfit.
And then he showed up in a pink gorilla suit and said, "Would you marry me?" And I said, "Yes." Actually, I don't even remember if he asked. I think I was just overwhelmed. I'm assuming he was asking me, because I definitely said yes, and a marriage happened.
I mean, so I moved to North Carolina, just I didn't like living in Michigan.
Okay.
My brother asked me, "Hey, you should move to North Carolina. You can stay with us until you get up and running."
Awesome.
That was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I left.
Beautiful.
I mean,
you just picked up and went. You changed your life.
Yeah. I understand, though, not a lot of people operate that way. Sometimes there are too many constraints.
Not only constraints, but like thoughts and like the what if again. What if I get there and I hate it? Well, what if you get there and you hate it? You just go back.
Right.
Or you move somewhere different.
Right.
So
I wonder what made me that way.
Is anyone else in your family like that?
No. So, well, I've had brothers and a sisters who've moved to different states, but they've, for the most part, all really gravitated back to the area that they're from.
Okay.
Eventually, for whatever reason they decided to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
I also contemplated that. Like, we contemplated moving to Michigan.
No, not allowed.
I know. I ultimately decided, no, snow.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I really love it here. So,
Yeah.
but no, I don't. I have a different personality than my siblings, I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that, like, just so you know, like, if you ever plan to make a change, you actually have to talk to me first.
I got to run it by you.
Yes. Yes, you and Greg. Greg has to ask for permission, actually.
Noted.
To take you.
Oh.
Not allowed, Greg.
Oh, boy.
So that was a little bit of a downer. Sorry. But all in all, if you are in a situation where you are concerned of abuse, always reach out to someone. There are always friends that will listen, and you know.
Yeah, women's shelter.
Yes. Let's get into some deep questions.
Okay.
Deep. Have you ever known you needed to leave but stayed anyway?
No, not me personally.
Okay.
No, because I'm a she's a runner, she's a track star.
Okay. All right.
I
Run, Forrest, run.
Listen, I had a job one time at a car garage, and the asshole who owned the place called me stupid one time, and I was like, I don't have to fucking listen to you tell me I'm stupid. And he was like, no, you don't. I was like, you're right, I don't. I fucking quit. Fuck off. And I left. I like walked out. I mean, that's just how I operated. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm leaving.
Okay.
So
I already feel like I answered my question earlier.
Yeah.
So that was a yes for me, but eventually I came to my senses. Is staying noble or fear with makeup?
fear.
Yeah. I agreed to that.
Yeah.
And that's with anything. Like, I think people fear that unknown, like we discussed. And I think they also sometimes just fear change in general. They're uncomfortable with a change.
Yeah. And I have to say, this might be controversial or make people upset, but people staying for their children, there's nothing noble about that. You're just putting your kids through more shit.
Yeah, I agree. I think in a kid's perspective, yes, is it great to have your parents grow up together? But also, I got 2 Christmases.
Yeah, as a child who grew up in a volatile environment.
Yeah.
And then a separated volatile environment.
Yeah.
It's
not worth it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm. What's harder, leaving or admitting that you need to?
Admitting you need to, of course. Talking yourself into anything is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Admitting to yourself that there's a flaw in you or what you're doing or anything related to you.
Yep.
It's hard to reflect back at yourself.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I was thinking the same thing. I think admitting that you need to leave any job, I still go back to that unknown.
Yeah.
I think that's why people, or maybe, like you said, if there's a flaw in your thought process or planning, admitting that you're wrong.
Yeah.
In the planning portion.
Yeah, personally, I hate to be wrong.
I am never wrong, so I don't know what that feels like.
Don't ask Carson.
Nope. He will tell you I am forever wrong. Can loving someone or something and leaving both be true?
Yes.
So I think I said that depends on the situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And what I mean by that, I loved the ER.
Mm-hmm.
And that was hard to leave when I had to go turn in my notice and give a 2-week thing. I can't think of what it's called. Notice.
Mm-hmm. Notice. You used the word already.
To give a 2-week notice, it was really hard. And it took all my might to do that. Like, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready.
I'll just wait a little bit more.
Just wait a little bit more. Your job starts in a month, your new one. So you can't really wait that much longer. And I'm like, oh, okay. Fear of unknown.
Yeah.
Career was hard, right? So that's, you get good at something that you do, and then you're like, what if I'm not good at this?
You also hate to disappoint people.
I do.
Like, because you form relationships with people that you work with, and
we had a really good crew.
People depend on you.
Yeah.
And so you feel like you turn in your notice, you are letting all kinds of people down.
Yeah.
And the disappointment you don't want to feel will be there. But at the end of the day, they're going to replace you.
Agreed.
Without a second thought.
Yeah. Oh, no.
It doesn't matter if you're the most beloved employee. There's another one coming right along. Obviously you are. Everywhere you go.
No, not true. All right. Well, what have you ever judged someone for staying and then understood later?
I'd be a liar if I said I hadn't judged somebody for making a dumb decision and staying.
But then did you understand later?
I have.
Or no? Or do you just judge?
No, just judge. I don't say often. There have been times.
Okay.
When people complain about a relationship they're in, right?
Or a job.
Okay. Or a friendship.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why are you staying?
Yeah.
And then their list of excuses is 8 miles long. Okay, well, stop fucking complaining to me about it for the 20th time in a row.
Yeah.
Do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, you hate to hear the same people say the same shit all the time.
I get that. Yeah. It's hard.
Do or don't.
Yeah.
There is no try.
Do or do not. There is no try. I definitely feel like I've judged people in a situation for certain things, and then later probably understood.
I can understand to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Upon reflection sometimes. Like, I can understand where they're coming from, or I can understand why they're not making this decision right now.
Correct.
But over time, it's the long drawn out things that drive me bananas.
Like if you're hitting at 10 years and you're saying the same shit, something's got to change.
Right.
Or even less than that,
Right.
5 years, because sometimes, maybe you think jobs, as far as jobs go, like, oh, we've got a new president coming in, maybe
things will change.
Maybe there'll be some changes, or we got a new supervisor coming in. Maybe they'll listen to me and my ideas, and then no, you realize they won't, and nothing's changing. Then maybe that's your cue to take the change, which is partially why I did go back to school. Yeah. That was my cue to take the change, and then fucking COVID.
Sometimes you have to take it upon yourself to better the situation you're in. Nobody's going to do it for you. So if you're going to live stagnant in your misery, then live stagnant in your misery, but stop complaining to me about it.
That's essentially how I got to North Carolina.
Now, I'm not talking about extreme situations.
No.
I'm talking about the piddly shit.
Yeah. Like, that's pretty much how I got to North Carolina. Carson and I were dating. I actually was in school up there for elementary education. And then I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I went into a 3rd grade classroom and I said, never fucking again.
I just cannot envision you in a classroom.
No.
You'd be like, what the fuck, kid? My bad.
Yeah. I definitely left that 3rd grade classroom and went back to Carson's house at the time. And I was like, no, this is not a job for me.
You would have been on the news.
At all. I cannot do children, which is weird because I love pediatric patients.
Yeah, but you don't have to have them for 8 hours a day.
No, and if I did, I would probably not have Hudson.
I have so much sympathy for teachers.
I do too. I don't know how they do it.
Like, Abby will come home with stories about the teacher that's retiring at the end of this year, and she's like, he said he doesn't even care if we get this done or that done. And I was like, he probably fucking doesn't, because he's been at this a while, and I don't know if you know this, but teenagers are shit stains. And I'd be tired also.
So that's why I picked elementary education, because I was like, oh, I like little kids. I think that would be better. And then like I said, I went into that 3rd grade classroom and I was like, no, this is not for me.
No, because
no,
You have to rely on parents to be teaching their children to be well behaved before they send them to school.
I didn't even know that at that time. This was just the kids part. I was like, no. So, long story short just now. But that's partially why, I was coming home from school. I fell in the snow and I was like, I hate New York. And Carson was like, the only reason I'm staying in New York is because of you. And I was like, well, where do you want to live? And he said, I'd go back to North Carolina. And I was like, let's go. Literally got his old job back. And that was in like March or May. March. He moved in April. I came down in May.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was like bam, bam, bam.
What year was that?
2007.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. So we've been here since 2007.
I've been here since 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a little behind. It's okay.
It's fine. Always. Always
right.
behind.
And honestly, I'm a better person for this. Like, I love where I'm at today.
Me too.
So
I always think back, what if that one decision that I made had not brought me here? I never would have met Greg.
Yeah.
My life would look totally different.
Yeah.
What
would you be doing? Do you know? Not sure.
I have no idea. Running from the cops? I don't know.
I would probably be an elementary school teacher.
Nah, you'd be on the news, Anne-Marie. You'd be serving a sentence. No way. I just can't see it.
I can't either.
I can't.
I don't know why I thought that was a good idea.
Because I think a lot of times girls, they have certain areas that they think about when they think about going to school.
Yeah, maybe.
And I think childhood education, I just didn't Anne-Marie them. Childhood education is one of them.
Yes, I will say that a lot of my friends were becoming teachers. And
right.
So I think that was part of it. Or, I don't even know. But I'm good with being a nurse.
Yeah, I say make the decision. Draw the line.
Yeah.
Go out there and do what you want to do.
Change your life.
That's right.
For the better.
Yes.
I have no more about anything.
No, I got nothing.
All right, sweet.
Well, we're done, I guess. Well, shit.
Well, shit. Well, we're going to go pick our next topic. So why don't you find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now you get to see our pretty faces.
Yes, and email us at theukeleleles@gmail.com. That's THEUKELELES @gmail.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.